everybody. How you doing? Welcome back. This is Slipshock, and it is time for us to talk about the new part. We talked on Monday. We talked about DK Bishop and doing a deep dive, and then today we're going to talk about the other part, the next part of it, the mentor of it, the different timeline. This is what I wanted to say when I said there was a little bit more into it because it's a different timeline. You know, it is a timeline that's you'll see. You'll see. Just give it a second.
Story picks up after the conclusion of Kate's operation and brings us face to face with a distant future where all hope is lost. Clint and the Operation Hawkeye Futureimperfect will be available early 2021. We'll have more details, including in-depth first looks at his gameplay in the very near future.
Welcome to the end of the world.
Season 1 of the
All right. So really quick, even though it was a very small, very small portion of it, let's. All right. So there's a whole lot to unpack in this particular area right here. Look at this. This here is the Kree. Well, we normally see them as like centuries. So I want to see how they spin this one because that like that right there, that century looks like the X-Men century. So I have a real bad or really good feeling that it might take place in a thing where X-Men is there but dead. So that might be foreshadowing some fact that we might be getting some X-Men into the game. Don't quote me, but all I'm saying is that I feel like with those things looking like that has something to do with X-Men. That's just my opinion because those look like, even though that's when we fall at the end of the game, those look like the X-Men normal centuries. So let's go from there. Now, as you can see here, it's all these like dead bodies, and they from what it looks like from here, those might be like iron bots. So let's keep going. So there we go. This is what I want to talk about. So we got the evil Hulk. We got Maestro, and whew, I'm just shuddering to think about how what we're going to have to do that. We have to fight him ourselves later. But like, I also had this on Twitter. Twitter, I was talking about this because me and I screwed over. So okay, there's nothing really on this side. So with that being said, here, right? So we was talking on Twitter. I thought right here this was a War Machine's helmet because if you look very closely to that, that's gray right there, and the normal Iron Man suit is, the classic red and gold. Now, we also talked about how there's about two things there, which I mean, no, not really. We got these two here. I don't see Thor's cape like old boy was saying, but I think he says it was basically two of each, which is not really true. But we got Hulkbuster, which I mean, if Hulkbuster's over there, that means Hulk tore through it. Black Panther. We have a Black Panther right there. Thor. And the tripped out part about it is the fact that he must have became worthy or somebody became worthy of it. Because that's just a very awkward place to put it. Just for it to fall. So like if it fell on the battlefield, how did it get right there? It's almost like he put all of his trophies all up at his throne. So how did Thor's hammer get there? So that means this Hulk must be worthy. That's just me shooting theories out of the blue. So we got her gauntlets, we got her batons, We got Hulkbuster over there. We got the this looks like the the prototype Iron Man suit, like the guy was saying. I was having a slight back and forth, like a brainstorming thing with a individual on Twitter. But yeah, this is what they're looking like, and now
To the end of the world.
the even more crazy is you seen it at the beginning of that. This is old man Clint. Then come here, and this is younger Clint. This is bald Clint. This is a little bit more of
Will come.
a Clint that is kind of like he's displaced from time. So I feel like the two Clints might be working together. Who knows? It's crazy. It's really crazy because that's just what that is, you know. And like he defeated all of the Hulks. I mean, all of the Hulk defeated all of these guys here. So, whew, like, gosh, dog. I mean, it also means that these were the last ones standing because we had we know for a fact that in this universe, Captain Marvel's in here. We know that. So either she's off world and she's been off world forever because she's off world during A Day, she's off world now. Um, so either something happened to her out there or she comes back and get clapped too. It's possible because, you know, there are iterations of Hulk that could destroy her. So I mean, this is also an alternate timeline, so she might not exist in this timeline. She might Carol Danvers might exist, but like Captain Marvel might not exist, you know? So man,
To the end of the world.
look at the details of that. Like look at it. This is how I know it's a cinematic, but this is how I feel like the PlayStation 5 version of it's gonna look. Or the next gen consoles. Alright.
Season 1 of the Avengers Initiative will bring big changes, and that all starts with story. That includes next gen. Marvel's Avengers is coming to next gen consoles early 2021, and all current owners will receive a free upgrade on both platforms. Until then, your current game can be played on the new consoles, including cross-gen play, and you'll notice improved performance already with the new hardware. Our journey began with
Can confirm.
tomorrow's single-player story and will grow with both Kate and Clint operations. And we have more improvements and features yet to come. We're always listening to our players, including asks for future features like cross-platform play. We hear you.
Cross-platform play, guys. So they're talking about cross-platform like Xbox and PC playing with playing with the PlayStation guys. So that's good. That's really good because even though PlayStation gets Spider-Man, it's really good to have to be able to play the game with your friends. I've had friends that I've wanted to play with since the beginning, but they hadn't bought it, and they also just they didn't want to buy without me playing without me. And since I was on PlayStation and originally and they were on PC, they just like, we'll get it when console comes out. I'm like, cool, that's perfect. When crossplay comes out, I carry you guys to what I can carry either, you know. So hey. Now Friday will probably be a day off, maybe depending on how if I can get away from the the small family gathering that we were doing and make one. So this Friday's video or Monday will be a video about what I want to see in the game, what game or what heroes I would like to see, what features, what characters, like villain wise, NPCs, things of that nature. So I'm gonna do a whole little thing. I want to start doing that. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed these last two videos. I appreciate you all and bye.